What's going on, YouTube? It is Justin Tries Again, back with another box opening. This time I came across some of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mega Collector boxes at Target. They're basically kind of like a mystery box. I'm not really sure what comes in these. I've never opened one before. Typically, I hadn't seen them at my Target other than maybe one time in the past. And I wasn't doing like opening videos at the time, and so I just decided not to get them. But now that I'm doing videos and everything, along with my business on TCG Player, I figured let's go ahead and open some of these and see what's in them. See if they have, what they advertise on there, the 52 total Yu-Gi-Oh cards, including 2 rare cards and 2 foil cards. Are they just like super rares, and then the rares are just the silver riding rares? 20 sleeves. I'm hoping that they're all the same 20 sleeves and maybe not the Yu-Gi-Oh ones that kind of mess up all the time very easily, but maybe there's some decent extra deck sleeves at the worst. And then there's 2 booster packs and 2 duelist packs. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack into these, see what they have. And this is very, very glued down. Pretty strong glue. You're probably better off just ripping it, honestly. So let's see what's in this first box. So we have a Duels from the Deep Legendary Duelist, Magnificent Mavens, which I'm actually kind of excited about that pack. That is a pack that I do enjoy. We have Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1, which I remember opening those when they first came out way back in the day. A Tactical Master, so we got the 4 packs. The sleeves, it's just some matte red sleeves. Hopefully all of them, come with that. And then there's a white box here, which I assume has the cards in there. I'm going to go ahead and just open the big boxes up first and see what is happening. Something's going on with the camera here, so let me fix that real quick. Sorry about that. Alright, so we got the camera fixed, so sorry about that at the beginning part where it was kind of glitching out a little bit. My camera was on the wrong setting, but alright, so here we go. We have the white box here that's got some cards in it. We already kind of went over the 4 packs, but in case the camera was glitching, here is a picture of them all, or a slideshow essentially of all 4, so I can slide them out so you can see them. Let's see what we've got here in this box. Goodness gracious, these are hard to open. Which is good, because that makes it harder for things to get stolen. Another box of random cards. I'll be curious to see if they're actually random or if they're the same. So we did get the red sleeves. We got the Magnificent Mavens again, which I am excited about. Tactical Masters, another Tactical Masters, and a Duel from the Deep. So it doesn't look like we're actually getting multiple Legendary Duelist packs, but honestly, that's probably fine from what I've seen of them, even though the Duels of the Deep, I think, is probably one of the worst ones to get. As far as like value goes, I don't think there's a whole lot in those, but it'll still be fun to open. I like Mako as far as the character goes. We got another one of the white boxes. And then we did get a 3rd pack of red sleeves, so we've got 60 red matte sleeves that probably break as soon as you start shuffling. But we've got the Legendary Duelist, Duels from the Deep, another Tactical Masters. We got Battles of Legend Crystal's Revenge, and another Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge. So we got a decent little variety of packs here. We got 2 Crystal Revenges. We got a lot of the Duels of the Deep and Tactical Masters. And then we've got a couple Magnificent Mavens. We've got the 1 Hidden Arsenal pack as well. So let's see. We got 3 Duels of the Deep. We ended up with 4 Tactical Masters. So, they do seem to just be putting random packs in here. I'm going to go ahead and do the Duels of the Deep, I guess, first, just because that's probably the one with the smallest possible hits. And then I'll jump into Tactical Masters and then the Crystal Revenge. So we got a Silent Angler, 7th Eternity, Marincess Crystal Heart, Cyber Shark, Marincess Wave. Wow. So, yeah, 7th Eternity is the rare. Okay. I completely missed that was even a rare. Let's see. This pack, we've got a Saber Shark, Princess Marbled Rock, Seventh Eternity again, the Legendary Fisherman 3, Rage of Kairyu Shin. That's my best effort on trying to pronounce that. Alright, and the last pack of Duels of the Deep, we got a Rank Up Magic, the 7th one, Princess Bubble Ring, Sea Stealth Attack, Rank Up Magic Quick Chaos, the Legendary Fisherman. So that is all of that, which, I mean, we got some of the Mako cards. Jump into the Tactical Masters. See if we can actually get a hit here. Compulsory Evacuation Device, Runic Smiting Storm, Valence World Koenig Wissen, I don't know how to pronounce that, Malice Lady of Lament, Valence Dominator Duke, and Invader of Darkness, and I believe Reckless Greed. Yeah, Reckless Greed is the last card in the pack. So far, I haven't needed to actually sleeve anything. We've got a Nezuki the Valence Ninja, Quick Booster. Is it Jerry the Runic Fangs? Valence Dominator Duke again. Malice Lady of Lament again. Absolute Kingback Jack. That's an interesting reprint. Labyrinth Chandrangler. I don't know how to pronounce that. Some of the names that they come up with are just absolutely absurd. We've got another Runic Smiting Storm. A Valence Mad Marquise. Munin the Runic Wings, which I haven't ever had a lot of the Runic cards because that was during a time that I didn't really play the game or open packs or anything. So I don't mind pulling the Runic stuff because that's something I'll keep to the side and, you know, one of my binders for sure. Anti-Spell Fragrance, Trap Trick, Valence Voltage Discount, another Reckless Greed. I keep pretty much all of the major archetypes in binders together. So whenever there's new support and whatnot that comes out that might make something relevant, I can just go to my binder and then, you know, build the deck pretty easily because I have most of the cards that are in these cores just from collecting over the years. Nezuki the Valence Ninja. Oh, Droll Lockbird is a good one. I'm going to actually put that to the side because that'll go in my Staples binder. Valence Buster Baron. Valence Dominator Duke. Book of Eclipse is another card that goes into the Staples binder. Invader of Darkness. Senate Switch. And I have plenty of Book of Eclipses, but you know what? It's just one of those things. I still like to throw those into the binder. And eventually I might add those to my website. But for now, I just kind of hold on to the Staples for the most part. We will open the Hidden Arsenal pack. Because I actually do really like the Crystal Beast stuff a lot. I have several pages of Crystal Beast stuff in my binder, and I used to actually have a deck built with it. So, Ally of Justice Cycle Reader, Ally of Justice Reverse Break, Dragoonidy Dark Spear, Materia Landois, Dai Sojo of the Ice Barrier, the Fabled Nezuchi, Materia Leo Drake, Fabled Toppy or Topi, Ally of Justice Omni Weapon, Mistworm. Oh, look at that. That's pretty sweet. I will definitely take a Mistworm. I don't think I had my old one that I used to play with back in the day when it was almost a staple in extra decks. That was pretty neat. Card Trooper, also another good one to have. That's a good old staple, so those are definitely cards. Skill Drain, another one. That'll actually go in the staple binder. So those are 3 decent hits. Karibo, that's a pretty cool one, and I like the little foil that they do to it. Now, obviously, I would rather it be like a secret rare than this kind of rarity, but I still think it's pretty neat. A nice little touch to make it a little more unique or different from how normal packs are with the Hidden Arsenal stuff. Then we've got Elemental Hero Neos, Materia Mantis, Samurai of the Ice Barrier, Ally of Justice Enemy Catcher, and Enemy Controller is the last card there. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve these just because those are playable cards in some kind of way, or some format. And I can't remember, does Mistworm target Let's see. If this card is synchro summoned, target up to 3 cards your opponent controls and return them to hand. So it does target, which is a little bit of a bummer in today's world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because targeting is just not the best thing to do anymore. So we got that. Put that stack over there. And before we open those, I actually want to go ahead and jump to these. Because both those Magnificent Mavens and the Crystal Beast packs are the ones I was looking forward to the most while opening these. So let's see what they give us. I believe these cards are kind of all turned around weird. So we've got Branded Lost, Ghost Ogre, that's a staple. We'll throw that in the staple pile. Waking the Dragon. This card set in its owner's control has left the field because of an opponent effect and is now in the graveyard or banished. You can special summon one monster from your deck or extra deck. That's an interesting card nonetheless. Volcanic Hammerer, Necrofusion, Elemental Hero Steam Healer, Hydrogeddon, Polymerization, another Polymerization, Artifact Scythe, Blaze Accelerator, D-Spirit. It's good to see some of these cards are actually like decent and playable. Foolish Burial Goods does go into the stack of staples. Crystal Keeper, which I already have 3 of those, so I don't need that. Albion the Branded Dragon, I've already got plenty of those, and these are just flipped in all kinds of different directions. Sprend the Iron Dash Dragon, Crystal Beacon, Miniaturize, Dark City, Swords of Revealing Light, Cyber Edge Dark, Ancient Gear Engineer. We got a backwards card. It's Insect Princess. Blade Skater, Ultimate Crystal Magic, Black Dragon Collapse Serpent is a pretty good one. I'm actually going to pull that to the side. Fusion Gate, Ancient City, Rainbow Ruins. We got Alligator Sword Dragon, Awakening Possessed, The Melody of Awakening Dragon, Pum Princess, the Princess of Ghosts, Golgoyle. I've never seen this card in my life, ever, at any point. It's a speed duel card, interesting, which so is the Pum Princess. That's something I haven't really paid much attention to. Lilith, Lady of Lament. Nimble Mamanga, an old favorite of mine from back in the day. Flyfang, The Gates of Dark World. Pero Cerebrus, The Forceful Checkpoint, Amazoness Sage, Gift of the Martyr, Cyber Dragon Core, Spirit of Flames, Rare Value, Crystal Beast Cobalt Eagle, a Dark Magician, Insect Infestation skill card from Speed Duel. Alright. Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder. Alright, that's random, but I will take it nonetheless. We got another backwards card. A rare Metal Foes Crimsonite. A Bujingi Fox, that is a rare. Then we have Everyone's King. Interesting. I guess that's not even a playable card. So I don't. That's interesting. I mean, it has 0 stars, so I would assume that this is just like a token, something just for collectors. So not really. I mean, it's a foil card, but okay. And then Red Supernova Dragon. So, I don't know. This looks like it came from some kind of a starter deck. It says SDCK, so I'm assuming that just means starter deck of some, whatever. Starter deck, I don't know. But we'll put that up there. And then let's see. I'm just going to kind of skip the common cards for the most part, unless I see something while thumbing through them really quickly. And then just kind of get to the foil cards. Because most of these are not cards that people really care about. So let's see. I don't know what's happening here. Alright, we got a skill card. Looking into the future. Cyber Shadow Gardna. We got a Prominence Hand. If you control a magic hand, a fire hand, or an ice hand, you can special summon this card from your hand. Seems terrible. Let's see. There's a Danger Bigfoot, which is good to have. Actually, I have my playset in my binder already, so I don't even need that. Cheering the Mage, Magician of Faith, Deck Devastation Virus is interesting. I don't think I have 3 of those pulled out yet. Let's see. I'm not seeing too many things that are too interesting. Overworked is one I know I used to put inside decks, so I'll pull that to the side just in case. And in case you don't know what this does, it destroys each monster's attack is higher than its original attack. So things like, for instance, the Yummy Field Spell boosts them all. I believe by like 500 or something. But either way, it changes their attack. So its attack is higher than their original attack. So you should be able to use it on that. But Viacroid Connection Zone, Dark Catapult, a Joey token that's foil. Interesting. Hopefully that's not the only foil. We got a Blackstone of Legends, so it's a Joey foil pack. This completely obliterated Japanese, I believe, card that I've never seen the art of in my entire life. What even is that? It's creased in the middle, like all the way down the card. It's got all of the damage at the bottom here. Like, what the heck? Okay. I mean, that's fine, I suppose. It was entertaining nonetheless. The Mad Lobster. Let's see. Lost Wind is a decent card that can see play from time to time. Probably not in standard, but maybe in some other format somewhere. Burning Soul. Dynamicious. Oh, Ash Blossom. Sweet. I'll take an Ash Blossom for definitely happy to take that Ash Blossom at this point. It's probably one of the best hits in the whole set that I've opened so far. Compulse, Cosmic Cyclone, Foolish Burial, and a Rainbow Overdragon. So I will say that set did at least come with more foil cards. Did it even come with rares? What were the rares? We had 4 foils. I don't think it came with regular rares, which is fine. I'm not really all that worried about it. It's just, a little odd. But the token here is a Joey Red Eyes Black Dragon token. We've got the Blackstone of Legend. We're sleeving that up as well, which I oddly enough don't even think I had that card, so I'll take it to throw with the Red Eyes Black Dragon stuff. Prominence Hand we don't really care about. That's going to go in the bulk stuff. Rainbow Overdragon, I don't believe I had 3 of that yet. Now I do. I think I only had 2, so. And we have one more of these boxes. So far we've gotten at least one good hand trap in each box and a couple of, cards that can fit into the side deck in different eras of the game. So we got a big stack of backwards cards here. Looks like we went straight to the foils. We got Rottweiler, Earthquake, and then we got a Red Dragon, Archfiend. They have like an interesting glossy feel to them. So that's unique, but it is from a starter deck. The same starter deck as this Vision Resonator. And then we have Great Sorcerer of Nekroz, which I already have that card. So we're just going to, like I did last time, just kind of fly through these. Danger Bigfoot, Vashuda. Malastall of Demise was a fun card that you can combo in old decks back in the day. You could never do it nowadays in standard format or anything, but just for like fun old style Yu-Gi-Oh decks, kind of like in the show on GX when they kept tributing it. I believe it was Genzo that they were battling. Alright, Super Viacroid Stealth Union. Let's see, another Paleozoic. Mind Crush. I remember that card. Playing that back in the day in the sideboard, depending on the opponent. And then the last card is another foil. Rainbow Overking of Dark World, I believe is how you pronounce that. So, interesting. A couple cards to sleeve up for sure at least. I didn't see any rares, but we did get 3 ultra rares and 1 super rare. So, I mean, I'll take those. It's definitely, in my opinion, it's better than getting the rares in most cases. So let's go ahead and open these Battle of Legend packs. We've got Rainbow Bridge, Heroic Call, number 2 Ninja Shadow Mosquito, and Chaos Daedalus with Battle of Sleeping Spirits. So all of these will get sleeves, even though they probably don't have the value to really justify it. It's fine. Um, most super rares, even, I will sleeve up, but not all of them. It just kind of depends. Some of it's going to be sold in like bulk lots, stuff that I don't want. And then stuff that I do want to sell as like singles are the ones that I typically sleeve up. That'll go up on my TCG Player store. So the last pack of the Crystal Beast stuff. My eBay is where I'm going to be doing the more bulk stuff. Simoon, which I do have a Black Wings deck that I'm actually working on right now. We've got Toolbox. Oh, a Clockwork Knight. That is definitely a good hit. I'm just going to go ahead and sleeve that. That's a pretty sweet hit. We've got Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, an Oily Cicada, which I've had several of these outside of my door lately. I don't know what's going on with that. Kind of weird. I didn't think they were supposed to be out this year, but they have definitely been all through my like breezeway in my apartments. So interesting. So all right, we've got those. We can stack those together. And then Magnificent Mavens. I remember buying these when they first came out. At that time, I was actually working at a card shop, running their Pokemon stuff. But they were mostly in, oh my gosh, an Infinite Impermanence. First card, excellent hit. Holy. That is probably the best hit to get in the Ultra Rare slot, if I had to guess. Exchange of Despair and Hope, Sword Soul Blackout, a Dark Soul Token, Nightmare Cerebrus. So, you know, these packs are pretty solid. I'm very happy with the Infinite Impermanence. Of course, I did just sell a set of those. I sold a gold rare set so that I could buy myself a secret rare set, because I do prefer the secret rare over the gold rare. But Galaxy Eyes Afterglow, Medora the Sword Oracle, which I was playing Tier Limits when this came out, so that's why I did buy this set. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, I'm going to put over here for a sideboard card. Anti-Spell Fragrance, same thing. And then the last card is Hajun the Winged Mayakashi. So yeah, that is everything that comes in the box. Let me see how the sleeves feel at least. Yeah, they have like a dull, this is the part that, you know, the card would actually go in. So let's just put the Winged Mayakashi in there so you can see. First off, they're like Pokemon size sleeves, Pokemon Magic. They're not even Yu-Gi-Oh sized, which is a little bit weird coming in a Yu-Gi-Oh specific product. I would like to see Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves, but you know, that's kind of what you've come to expect probably from these mystery boxes, if I had to guess, based on the Magic one I got, and then now this one. But I do enjoy opening these. I like seeing a variety of product. And then when you get hits, they're fun, even though, you know, one Infinite Impermanence isn't going to cover these boxes, and you know, the pools definitely don't cover the price of the boxes, but you know, it's still fun to open. I enjoy opening the packs, and then I know a lot of other people out there also enjoy opening packs, getting random stuff. You know, opening Justice Hunters and stuff like that is a lot of fun, but you kind of already have an idea of what you might pull. Whereas this, you're opening a box of completely random stuff. I saw cards that I have never seen before. There's tokens and you know, the Everyone's King card. I have no idea what this came from, but you know, interesting nonetheless to see. Seeing some old cards that I haven't seen in a while that bring back memories, like Mistworm and Card Trooper, the nostalgia of that kind of stuff. Pretty neat. Red Dragon Archfiend even used to be in my extra deck a lot back in the day, during like Synchro era, I guess you could say. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Give me ideas on other things you'd like to see. If you want to see me open more of these, if you want me to find other mystery boxes for Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever. I haven't really seen Pokemon ones in a while, but if I do see them, I will definitely grab those. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.